So thank you all for coming. I really enjoy seeing a full room like this. I expected to see like 2 or 3 people, but it happens to be a full room, and I love that. And for this, I would like to talk about 3 things. I would like to talk about what we have done so far. I would like to talk about what we are going to do. And I would like to talk about what we need from our clients to make this project a success. First, I would like to talk to you a bit about a few dreams I have. Because I like, and as a kid, everyone here could see that they were dreaming. They were dreaming about becoming a fireman, about becoming a rugby player, about an American football player. They were dreaming about the mountains. And I was dreaming about space a lot. But most of all, I was dreaming about exploring mountains, space, and I don't have the chance for that. Either we don't have the technology, or I'm just too poor for it. But in reality, there was one place I could explore. It was the oceans. So I got my diving license, and I started diving. But I couldn't get deep. I couldn't get to the ocean floor. Then, you guys came to me. With a chance to make that happen. To make a world that I can't access myself. But to make it in VR, or hyper reality. So with that said, I would like to welcome you to a presentation that doesn't work. And we do that button. The hyper reality. So, on the sea floor, you're researching. It's dark. And maybe a bit too dark. So you're documenting all these things that are there. These green rocks that you can barely see. So let's turn up the lights for a bit and see a bit more. That's better. Now we can actually see. You're researching. You're researching the green rocks, the massive sphere in the back. And there are some other things you're researching. But you're on the bottom of the sea. So you need a lab. Because you can't bring everything up to the surface, can you? So you have a lab. It's a bit bright, as you can see. And there is a great character that you will be playing along with your friend. You have a big reactor that will come in later in the story. There's also 4 valves. This is part of one of the mini games. It's a puzzle. You have to put the valves in the right position to get the pressure for the reactor right. You also have, this is a little mock-up, but you have to use joysticks together to get the sonar back working. So why is this reactor not working? And why is the sonar not working? Because outside, it still looks beautiful. But in the depth somewhere, there's something lurking, something dangerous. And it's your biggest enemy. It's this big monster. And I'm really scared already. I don't like standing next to that thing. And that's basically the reason why underwater research is so difficult. Because every time you try to go outside to do research, that thing goes to eat you. That's not that even just you that it eats. Normally, the apex predators are sharks, killer whales, normal whales. A whole killer whale fits in that guy's mouth. So I don't want to be anywhere near that guy. And you can see, there are some things here. He has massive protective scales on the back of his body. And his side, it's 150 meters long. But it does have some weak spots. Of course, just like with humans, the eyes, poke them in the eyes. And the gills. Like all fish, gills are very weak. So, we can shoot them if we lure the fish to the surface. we can use our normal human guns and shoot these creatures, and maybe even defeat this menace of the sea floor. So, okay. We're about halfway now. I would like to ask you guys, what stood out to you so far? You've seen the outdoor environment, seen a little bit the indoor, a bit of the mini games, and the big fish. What stood out to you so far? Ian, you were looking at me like you want to answer.
Okay, I like the inside. I like the interior of the ship so far. Looks promising.
Super.
Yeah, big fish, huh? 150 meters.
150 meter big fish.
It's a good thing that we chose this one, huh? Not the child box.
Exactly.
For
Yep.
the dream.
Levan, what did you?
I'd like to play. We're halfway.
Okay. Well, we're also halfway in this project.
Exactly.
It'll be 10 out of 20. So in those coming 10 weeks, we would like to show you guys a couple of things. So we're halfway. Week 12, we would like to show you all the software working. It can still be buggy, it should be working. Then, in week 15, we want to show you guys integration with all the hardware. Doesn't need to be fully assembled yet, just needs to work. And then, the time you've all been waiting for, week 18, we need to hand in, or we want to hand in to you guys, our golden master. This is when everything needs to work at the studio, built, ready, and ready for your investors to look at, to be amazed by. Now, I do need some help. I already have an amazing team, but I need some help from you guys. In a very special way. This very large bar is the cost that people would have cost. If you hired 6 juniors for this position, for this project, would have cost you over 70,000 euros in costs. This entire price is 75,000 euros. You've already saved that. I call that some really creative accounting. Good job. But there's one part of this slide that we can't leave out. Because you're not paying the people. You don't have to pay for the building, such as that. You don't have to pay for the production materials. We all have student licenses for all of those things. But for the product itself, require about 3,500 euros for this. This includes 2 headsets, already 1,000. A server to network everything through. We need a subwoofer to get the wow factor across, and all the woodworking and all the other materials. It's a chunk of change, but it's much less than 75,000. So, with that said, I still dream like a kid. Do you? And do you dream enough to dream about hyperreality? Thank you very much.